What's up everyone? I have a 5 Yeti victory for you today in the Unicorn pack. I believe I got this on day 1 of the Unicorn pack release, so you might be seeing a lot of misplays, but it doesn't matter because our opponents are going to be weaker than usual. But yeah, probably not the best start right here with us losing. While we are playing in the background, I will explain what the Yeti does, and in case you don't know, it's actually pretty good. Like, I believe at the end of the turn it rolls 3 times and it freezes any duplicate pets that you already have on the team. So it's super useful for getting its own 5 of a kind because it gives you a lot of free gold rolling for the duplicates that you need. You've probably also seen it be used to farm for slots, maybe put on an auto clicker and just start grinding for 1000 turns and you eventually find one. But yeah, today we're using it to go for the 5 of a kind. And you can see I am not the most familiar with this pack as I level up on turn 3. Nowadays I try to level up on either turn 2 or turn 5, no in between, but we do get pretty lucky with the level up that we received in the Wyvern. It's going to help us find the stuff that we need later on. We also find a lucky cat in the shop, which I am going to bring in. I'm hoping to also find a Bigfoot. You can see for a second here I'm deliberating on what I want to be finding for the level ups right here. The sandworm is actually going to be pretty decent for this build as well because it scales our team up when we roll, so it has very great synergy with the Yeti. We're hoping to find that from the level up, if not that, at least the Cyclops or something to get us secured some more level ups in the future. But for now we end up losing to this I was going to call it a jump team because it had like the Minotaur, but I don't think it's a jump team, it's more like an XP team. Whatever the case though, we level up into a Cyclops, which is exactly what we want, either that or the Sandworm. And we are going to get yet another level up next turn in the Lucky Cat, which is exactly what we want to see. We are dying for some tempo right now as we actually managed to beat this team, but we are feeling very weak at the moment. Like in the current meta I believe this is just very much losing, but this level up might perhaps change things. Now we have an 8-9 Lucky Cat. The level ups are typically pretty decent, but it's nothing that I am looking for personally, so we end up passing them up. And I think on this turn, will we be alright is the question, and it looks like we will, just barely. Only the Cyclops with the weakness remains. Here we are going to hope to find some extra sandworms. I don't know why the game refers to them as worms of sand. It's like pretty weird in my opinion, instead of just calling it a sandworm, but I guess the game does it and I do me. Whatever the case though, we level up into a Salmon of Knowledge, which is actually pretty decent when you have a level 2.33 Lucky Cat on your team, so it's going to get it up to level 3 mid-fight. And as I said before, this is day 1 on the Unicorn pack release, so a lot of people are not running the XP builds yet, so we are going to take advantage of this. Leveling up only our own stuff with good benefit, and you can see we end up winning easily right here against Blammer. You love to see that. And yeah, if we manage to preserve some level ups for the next turn, it's going to be very good because the Yeti is a tier 6 unit and we'll be very happy to level into one. In the meantime though, we find a Sandworm. I believe the Sandworm's ability actually targets the highest tier pets on your team, which is a very nice quality of life change that I don't see with the old scalers. You can see right there it managed to target the Salmon of Knowledge and the Cyclops. So yeah, it's going to be targeting the Yetis for sure when we get them. For now we are going to take a level up, and unfortunately it is not a Yeti. We do have a team spirit, but I didn't want to be using team spirit scaling for this. Like, I was trying to be a little bit thematic with this because like the Yeti roll, so might as well use the roll pets in order to scale them up. But yeah, so far no luck. We are getting a lot of the lower tier units in the shop, but I am looking for a level up on the Sandworm. Unfortunately did not find it. Are we in danger of losing here? It's looking kinda scary. But the math is actually perfect and we end up winning. Very nice to see that. So yeah, we're 4 trophies away from claiming victory over the game, but we still have not found even a single Yeti, which is a little bit unfortunate. But I believe on this turn we will find our first Yeti, which we're definitely going to take. We also get nearly a level 3 Sandworm, which is very good to have. For now, let's see how we do in this fight. We are probably not too strong anymore, especially when our opponent has a level 3 Mermail and we give them 3 level ups like that with the Salmon of Knowledge, but it's fine, we had the lives to spare. We're going to take a level 3 Sandworm. The level up unfortunately did not result in an extra Yeti, but this is where the Yeti's ability will come in clutch. The more Yetis we find, the easier it will be for us to get the rest of the Yetis because they will be rolling for us. And here I decide to sell the Wyvern in favor of yet another Yeti. And yeah, they are going to give us 6 free rolls on this turn, which results in us finding 2 extra Yetis. You love to see that. So we are next turn selling the Lucky Cat and the Salmon of Knowledge guaranteed. For now we are just going to hopefully enjoy this victory over Blammer once again. That is big thanks to the fact that the Nessie was bugged on day 1, so it didn't spawn a fake Nessie. We level up, sadly not into the final Yeti that we need, but we are going to get massive scaling on this turn. Because we have, how many is that? That's 15 rolls if I'm not mistaken, 15 rolls worth of scaling, so that is 3 buffs from the Sandworm. Very nice to see that. Hopefully we end up winning right here. Our opponent going for a level up build, but they don't have any mid-battle leveling, so we end up winning against them easily. Still no luck with the Yeti, however, we have rolled so many times but we have not found it yet, which is a little bit sad, but at least we are scaling in the meantime. We also have the opportunity to lose once and get 10 more gold and 1 extra turn of Yeti rolling for us to find the final one. But you can see it's not going to be needed as we find the final Yeti in the shop. So all that we need to do now is just win twice, and here comes the first victory over this relatively weak team. We still just barely managed to win, which is kinda sad. Like, I wish the Sandworm was a little bit more powerful than it is compared to the fellow scalers in the pack, but whatever the case, this is going to be the final turn. I am just looking for some perks to put on my team. Getting the scaling out of the Sandworm, so now we can sell it in favor of the final Yeti. And yeah, putting an Easter egg on the final one just to have an extra summon to claim the victory for us. But yeah, this is going to be the run. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.